School spirits. Spirits. Well, I didn't have much school spirit, but this is school spirits. Don't know if there were many school spirits there, but there probably was. I just didn't know it. Anyway, let's see what IMDb says about this one. Maddie, a teen stuck in the afterlife investigating her own disappearance, goes on a crime solving mission as she adjusts to high school purgatory. Ooh, high school purgatory. That doesn't sound too well. I mean, although I know there are some people out there who really enjoyed high school and had a very lovely high school experience, so I guess that might work for them. It actually might seem to work for some of the school spirits here, but I don't think that would have been something that I would have been fond of. Regardless, that's my own issue. So, school spirits. Gave this one a shot. This is one of those ones didn't know anything about. Kind of just looking around on, I believe I saw it on Netflix, and was like, okay, let's see what this one's about. The plot seemed kind of interesting, and let's see if we can hang with it. So we put it on, and we managed to get through it. Try to keep this, fairly spoiler free. I'm not sure how long it's been on Netflix. I think it was definitely a 2023 release, but I'll try to keep it spoiler free in case you haven't seen it, so you guys can swing over there and catch it. If you're looking for a new series to watch, I was a little confused here on IMDb. It showed it on as a Paramount production, so it might be on Paramount Plus too. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Netflix, but whatever. Yeah, you have early on here. You see a young woman who has been murdered at school. So we stick to the whole ghost thing, where if you're murdered in a certain location, that's where you are. So no, she can't escape it. She can't, float over to her home or go anywhere else. She's stuck at this high school. So very clearly, as it goes here, they're going to set the boundaries for her and what she can and can't do as a ghost. And one of those things are, she reaches a certain point, and basically gets zapped back to where the place where she was killed. So interestingly enough, she's there when she figures out that she's been killed there, and not just by accident, she's been murdered there. It becomes she wants to know who murdered her. And as she's there in the afterlife, she's going to meet a couple of other people who are now ghosts. They're not people, I guess, but they're now ghosts, or spirits, as she is. And they've obviously been spirits for longer than her. She's the newest one in the group here. And, they kind of give her some details on, the spirit life and so forth, and what is going on, and and they have this like group meeting, and one of them is a teacher, and kind of tries to have these group meetings and guide them in the afterlife, and so forth. So you can have different kind of characters playing these ghosts as well. Some are a little bit more involved than others, and each of them are kind of a different personality. Obviously, they're most of them are obviously high school students from different times, and different personalities and whatever. So they're gonna, some might be a little more serious, some a little funny, some are gonna help her out a little more than others. Obviously, some may not get along with her in the best way. So you're going to have that kind of dynamic going on. But overall, she takes it upon herself in the mission to kind of solve her crime. So kind of if you kind of like true crime, that kind of thing, that mixes into the story here. Definitely, as this goes on, they're going to give you several characters who you could think, did they do it? Were they the murderer? It is some of them are going to get crossed off the list, and some of them are may get crossed off the list, and then you put them back on the list. So definitely that was one of the things that I liked as I was watching it, trying to figure out who was the murderer. They're gonna do the usual thing, kind of point you in some directions, and then, like I said, cross them off the list, maybe bring them back. You don't really know. I thought they did a good job of kind of hiding it. In a way, I think I kind of got it right. It was kind of, they did get me with some of them. They kind of leading me. I was like, yeah, okay, I can see that happening, or, so forth. But, there was one person in particular that I was like, I had just that sneaky suspicion of, where, that person, what is going on here with this person. And, I always had them, even though there are probably other people that when they're pointing you in a direction, you're kind of like, yeah, okay, whatever. But then, now you're being too obvious with it. It's not this person. There was always that one person right there. But so, I think, I can pat myself on the back to kind of getting it right this time. Get it wrong more times than not. But anyway, I think overall they do a good job of hiding it from you. But yeah, so if you kind of like that true crime kind of thing here, that's in this series for you to solve her death, her mystery. What happens here, and I don't really think this is a spoiler, I don't believe it was in the first episode, maybe the second. You obviously, you see her in her afterlife, but you also see what is going on in the real world and life continuing after her death. You see her mom, and she obviously has an interesting relationship with her mom. Things aren't always great with her mom. So, she obviously has feelings about that, and obviously having passed away and not being able to communicate that's, something going on with her. She sees her mom's reaction. Her mom comes to school, so she sees her mom's reaction to her death and how she's handling it. There's an event that happened in their past. There's some things that happened in their past that you're going to get sprinkled in and see. So there's stuff going on there with that. Does that play a role in what happened to her? Maybe, maybe not. There's other stuff going on at the school, as you see as the course of the series is going to go on. Between some of the other characters. Did that play a role in her death? Maybe, maybe not. You're going to see, a boy that she was involved with, a boyfriend, and what her relationship with him and what happened there. Was he involved? Obviously, you see a little bit of the cop angle there. And so, yeah, you're going to see the real life is going to happen as well. So you're going to get that and kind of follow that. And one of the most interesting things that the series does is allow her to talk to actually one person in the real life. And like I said, I don't remember if they did that at the end of the first episode, most likely in the second episode. But basically her best friend, or one of her best friends in the real life, can see her in certain situations. It's not a thing where they can communicate everywhere and anywhere in the school. And of course, like I said, it has to be in the school because she can't leave the school. It does set up a couple of odd situations because, her friend is there maybe after hours or at night sometimes, and, who the hell goes to school, at those times, but whatever, or is there, and that's just suspicious as it is. But, it is a mystery and whatever, so, yeah, I don't want to get into too much of the details for you. I'll let you see why. They tell you why she can see him and why she can only see this person, her friend, in certain places in the school. But that goes over well better than you would think, as opposed to the friend being freaked out and being like, I'm never going to school again because I'm seeing a ghost. No, her friend kind of takes an interest and joins her in trying to solve what is going on here. And so you can kind of see where that's going to go. So that's basically the series for you. And I don't want to spoil it. Like I said, they're gonna give you places to go and possible killers, and then kind of cross them off, and then maybe bring some of them back. It's gonna do that kind of thing. It's a series, so they're gonna, one episode or two episodes, they're gonna lead you in one direction. Another episode, they may lead you in another, and that kind of thing until it gets to the end. And then, like I said, I think I was, the person who it was. I always kind of felt, something going on with that person, so I'm kind of happy that I got it. But I think they still did a pretty good job of kind of hiding that and not giving it to you. I could say other stuff, but that would give it away, and I don't want to do that. So, overall, I was pleased with the series. Like I said, I gave it a try, and it kept my interest. And like I said, I kind of like the true crime stuff, so if you like that, I kind of liked, diving into this mystery as well, and kind of trying to solve it. Is it going to get bloody and gutty? No, it's not really. I don't remember off the top of my head right at this moment if they go into too much detail about how the other spirits ended up there. I think you might get a brief conversation about it, but I don't know that it goes into the specifics of it until maybe at one point. But it's not about revisiting each of their deaths, and it's really not totally about all of them. It's obviously about her and solving her crime. Obviously, they're going to play roles in here and there, and there's something else going on here, like at the school. So you will find out some things about some of these other spirits, some more than others. It's weird because they're almost kind of doing their own high school thing in the spirit world as well at certain points. So, the series is going to kind of give you those moments where it kind of distracts from, it's not straight, we're going to solve this case the entire time. Like she's going to have different interactions with some of the other spirits, and, like them as a group and some of them as individuals. So that will kind of, get you to kind of take a step back from this whole mystery, and kind of maybe buying a little time, if you want to call it that, and so forth as the series goes on. But all in all, I enjoyed it. I didn't think they wasted too much time with that, and had an interesting group of characters here, or spirits, to go along with it. I liked where it ended, and I liked what they did there. Like I said, while I may have kind of figured out who the killer was, the reasons are definitely hidden pretty well. And then, like I said, there is something else going on there that didn't really completely expect. Thought maybe, kind of like the killer, thought maybe that was a little fishy too. So there's other stuff, another, important big event that happens towards the end of the series that is going on here, and maybe to affect more of the larger group of the spirits that are there. That was kind of more unexpected, and I think I've not done any kind of extra research on the series here at IMDb. It just kind of has the dash. So the way they leave it off is they leave it off as there's going to be more to this story, and more to this series. So hopefully there is. I'm voting for there is. If you enjoy it, hopefully you'll be with me and hope that there's more. I know sometimes with these series it's difficult because you watch them and you're like, you get into it and you're like, yes, I want more, I need more, and for A, B, or C reasons it doesn't happen, and then it's a huge disappointment. So and I know why some people just wait until the series is over and then watch it all. But if you want to jump into this one and get a head start here, I think it leaves off well enough where if it never came back, it'd be okay. Like I said, they leave some doors open. I think with the obviously intent that there is more, and I would certainly welcome that. But I think if it doesn't, I think you can still watch it and enjoy it at least. Take it as a large episode of crime solving here, and just kind of enjoy that. So with that, I'm going to give it 3 pools of blood. I might tend to kind of give it something, more even kill here, and then, maybe if the series has a second or third part, or once I watch the whole thing, maybe kind of give an overall all rating on the whole thing. But for now, I'm gonna give it three pools of blood. Like I said, it was a pleasant surprise. I'm glad I watched it. Sometimes I you know, when I'm not sent a screener, or know something's coming on Shutter or something, sometimes I struggle to find stuff to watch. Like I said, there's stuff that I watch, I start to watch, I turn it off, I don't do reviews for, because I don't want to sit here and just complain about something if I don't have to. I used to do reviews like that, or good or bad, I used to do it, but I try to do stuff that I like, or at least have something worth talking about, and something that, for you guys to kind of see, or that you guys may want to know if it's good or bad. Some of the other stuff, you may already have your expectations, as I do, before turning it on, but whatever. It's over. Back to school spirits here. That's three pools of blood out of five. So horrorscorereviews.blogspot.com is where you can find all of my reviews, written and video. Definitely mostly video recent, so feel free to like, subscribe, everything else that everybody wants to do on YouTube. But if not, no worries, it is okay. The world will move on, I will move on. But I thank you for your time regardless. Twitter, Facebook information down below. Feel free to reach out to me there. Something you want me to review, look at, another series that you think that I should check out. Feel free to let me know there. And definitely in the comment section as well. If you watch this, do you want another season? Do you want a season 2? Or were you all good with just one season? Or did you just hate it and are just like, why did I watch this? And why is this guy telling me to watch this? Whatever. You can throw that in there as well. It is fine. So with that, I guess I will catch you on the next review, horror fans.